The biggest, absolute biggest thing right here, as you can see, camera sensitivity.
Farmers are the cornerstone of America.
So, what up my peeps? MatrixNative here. Today's video will be covering the new patch that came out yesterday, Farming Simulator 17 Update 1.31, or for consoles it'll be 1.03. Those are the patches, and this right here are the DLCs that I run. Unfortunately, the night the patch came out, you could not join multiplayer servers. It didn't matter if you both had the DLC or not, it just was not working, so we cut the DLC off, and the patch ran really nice. So let me know in the comments if they fixed that. So let's get on with it. Got a few key points to go over. Hope you enjoy.
Alright my peeps, so basically we're going to go ahead and get on with this. This is my opinion on the patch. Again, we'll go 1.3.1 would be the patch update. For consoles, it's actually patch 1.03. So the first thing you notice a ton is just graphically. The graphics are really, I think, what this patch was about, as well as my most favorite thing that they patched. But these graphics really pop. They definitely updated the V++ resolution. I mean, this thing is just popping. Okay, so as far as the mechanics and physics, pre-patch, you know, the vehicles were really squirrely when you try to drive them, which they kind of still are, but it's just way. Obviously, if you're doing, you know, 65, 55 up a road with a 15-mile-an-hour, you know, speed limit turn, of course you're gonna fly off. Now I'm doing 76 here in this truck. Now that's the fastest this thing's gone. Pre-patch, I believe it only got up to 59. So, and again, you know, the handling's just smoother. Another thing I want to point out, which I'll point out in quite a few vehicles, is basically the interiors. Man, they really did. They tuned it up. It just looks so much cleaner and crisp. I mean, it just really does, especially in my truck here. This is the you know, the snub-nosed Mack truck. Basically, it's the Mack truck. But look at this interior, though. You can actually see the camo, the timber camo in it, and I think that's really neat. Like I said, they physics the handling. Everything's, you know, pretty awesome. Now I was told that they fixed the telehandler as well as the Sampo, the other tree harvester, like the Scorpion, but it's got, you know, wheels and can't handle quite as much weight and such. So we're going to go ahead and check it out now. I don't know, you can look at some of my other videos. I mean, it was horrid, this Sampo right here. It was absolutely horrible. Okay, so this only cuts up, as you see on the graphics. So I sort of do like the monitor right there, but you can only cut up to 6 meters here, right? So what is that? It's like 18 foot, which is fine because, like I said, this thing really can't handle it, and it definitely couldn't before. So again, the Sampo really can't. It can't. One, it doesn't have an extendable boom, right? Seems like handling pretty good though. Like, that's basically what I'm doing right now. Tree's a bit much for it, I believe. But I'm just gonna drag this out. Before, you couldn't even this big with the Sampo. It would just flip. The Sampo would flip. It was really, really bad. But I mean, it's operating quite well. I almost tipped there, but that would have been operator error there. So I'm really liking the Sampo here. So cut a length out here, 6 foot. We can experiment with the So again, inside, it's just beautiful. I mean, look how crisp it is. It's just, they really did a good job with the tweaks that they did. So we're going to see. Now, usually this would just lag. I'm having no kind of lag issues. It's handling like it's on a dime. And we were all having some trouble with the claw. Come on, there we go. So we're going to see how this one handles with the new patch. Looks awesome. Feels awesome. I feel like I've got control. And again, Mustang, if you're a frequent viewer of my channel, he actually was using this, yeah, boom goes all the way out, no problem. He was actually using this when we had like 4 people in the server and it wasn't lagging, so I just wanted to make a video of it real quick, show you guys. So yeah, it did the job for sure. The New Holland is definitely happening. The Sambo is happening, I just don't prefer it. Ooh, man, I thought I'd have flipped there. Pre-patch I would have. So yeah, really liking this patch. Again, visually, it's just amazing. The biggest thing, absolute biggest thing right here, as you can see, camera sensitivity. Now, pre-patch, the camera sensitivity was not, you had to go with the camera sensitivity the game defaulted on, which was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. In FS15, I usually ran it at 275. I'm getting a little used to it now. But what that does is that quickens, you know, your boom and stuff. So when or your tractor hydraulics or whatnot. So, and then once you get used to it, it's really not that bad as far as walking. Turn this off. As far as walking around real fast with it, you know, just like having high sensitivity on COD or something. So with that being said, you can really, and this is only at 200%, you can put it up to 300% and really whip that boom around, yeah. So again, they just really did an epic job with the interior, the shading. I mean, look, this is awesome. The shading of the trees and such. And then pre-patch, like I said, when you were in here, it just felt like you were really close up to the controls, so they set you back a little further in the Scorpion as well, and it's just amazing. It looks amazing in here. Pre-patch, you can look at some of the older videos. You can see that when you looked up, when you had a tree, it was not crisp. Like, you could still see the tree, but it just wasn't crisp. The mirrors weren't crisp. It just, yeah. And then, like, I can actually stay in my cockpit right now, in my cockpit view. That's what she said. And actually, you know, cut some trees. And before I had to go outside the whole, like, every time, and it was just a pain in the butt. And as you can see here, it's just epic, man. Look how crisp it looks now. So you can definitely, you know, you can definitely do some first person, oh, there we go. This here, I'll do a video on it, but this is basically the fastest way to timber by yourself right here. Just load it up. I just really think they did a really fantastic job, and obviously they're not paying me to say that. That's just it's just kind of how I'm feeling, right? Now this isn't a huge load right here. That's what she said. But it would be big enough where pre-patch, this would be really, really squirrely. One, because you've got all the lag of the stumps in there. Again, we cut them at 1 foot, right? I mean, it's just amazing to me. This was a patch that, besides at first where you everybody couldn't get in multiplayer with the with their DLC, but I'm sure that'll be fixed by now. And if it's not, you know, we'll cut another video on it. But besides that, I mean, I'd rather have a smooth running game. Like Suicide Turn here, I'm actually going 24 with a pretty big load, or a half a load anyway. And as you can see, there's no issues. Like it used to just crazy auto oversteer rather, right? Get our blinkers. Oh, did I really do that? Yeah, I did. I'm gonna put the blinkers on. Safety first. But I think it's an amazing. It's really something that I'm looking forward to playing a little more now. I mean, no one wants to play a game that's crazy lagged and the graphics just really aren't there. And the thing was, we knew that they could get the graphics there because they did it in FF15 for the console. And with this patch, I think we're right back there again. So yeah, guys, for this patch, I think that they knocked it out of the park. That's like my honest opinion of it. Yes, this is pushing it back into the water all the time. You can just back it up and just get rid of it if you want. Or you could actually drop it at the point up there. However, this is how I'm doing it, so my peeps, go ahead and leave comments on what you've noticed that they fixed in the patch and what they didn't and what you think they should work on. You know what to do. Go ahead and snipe the like, snipe the sub, because that's how we roll.